The first trailer for Captain Marvel, the latest movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, has dropped. That raises the question, who is Captain Marvel? So let's talk about it. When it comes to talking Captain Marvel, I had a lot of questions myself, so I invited my friend Andy here to come and answer some of my questions. Let's kick it off with the obvious question. Who is Captain Marvel?
Well, it depends which one you're talking about.
Okay.
Because the original Captain Marvel is Shazam.
That's a DC character, which is a long story in and of itself.
That's right. So we're going to talk about the original Marvel Captain Marvel, a Kree warrior named Mar-Vell, who in the trailer we saw characterized by Jude Law. Now, then we get into the second Captain Marvel, who was Monica Rambeau, and we actually see her mother in the trailer alongside Carol Danvers in what appeared to be Flight Academy, but that brings us actually to our third Captain Marvel, who is taking the spotlight in this film, Carol Danvers. That being said, she's involved with a great range of characters, especially because she's kind of, at points in time, a street-level hero associated with the Avengers, or doing cosmic missions even with the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
However, in the comics, this is kind of interesting because she is actually romantically involved with Spider-Man for a little bit, which might not fly in the MCU.
Next question. So in the trailer, we see her return to Earth with apparent memory loss. We see flashbacks of her growing up, her as a pilot. What is her origin?
So basically, Carol Danvers always wanted to fly. She joins the US Air Force around 18 and she becomes involved with the original Captain Marvel, Mar-Vell. Now during this time, they end up encountering another alien named Yon-Rogg, and there's a huge explosion basically infusing her with Kree DNA, making her half Kree, but also superhuman. But in the trailer, it looks like she's abducted and taken to space where she's experimented on, maybe turned into half Kree, I don't know, but that looks like it contributed to amnesia.
What are her powers?
Well, they're actually pretty impressive. She's obviously superhuman, can lift a lot of weight, can fly, is super durable, but one of the most interesting things about her that makes her a threat to Thanos is the fact that she can project energy. But she can also absorb energy and radiation and dish it back out because it also makes her stronger and boosts her abilities.
So that's kind of been the speculation that she's kind of that secret weapon based off the post-credit scene. She's going to be the one to take out Thanos.
Very much in the fact that I don't know if she's going to be the one to do it, but anything that he dishes out, she can probably dish back.
So in the trailer, we see Captain Marvel punch an old lady in the face. Has she always been a sociopath, or is that new to the MCU?
Well, depending what books you're reading, in Civil War II, she does come off a bit strong, we'll say that.
Okay.
But in the comics, you also have the Skrull, which are a shape-shifting alien race, and we see a glimpse of one in its natural form, but that old lady was most likely a Skrull as well.
Aren't they a Fantastic Four villain?
So that's where the MCU gets kind of weird. Because of the different rights going on, they are a Fantastic Four villain, but I guess Marvel and Disney owns the rights to them, so they're using them in this movie. But if that merger goes down with Fox, we might get to see the Fantastic Four take on some Skrull.
So where would you say is a good starting point to jump into the comics?
Well, Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, was formerly known as Miss Marvel. During that era, there was a great series called Secret Invasion, which actually has the Skrull invading Earth, and the heroes don't know who's a Skrull and who's not.
Okay.
Now,
so that sounds like that sounds like the type of storyline they're doing here.
Exactly. So this sounds pretty interesting, hence why she's going off clocking old ladies on buses. That being said, I would also say the Kelly Sue DeConnick run is one that I really like because you get to see a balance of her as an Avenger and more of a street level hero, but also as a cosmic hero in the second part of the run. So that's a good blend of kind of her main two territories.
What did you think about the trailer?
Oh, man, I loved it. I mean, they're going for the 90s vibe hard, so they're going for it. We get to see her in space, on Earth. They're just combining everything.
Yeah, you hadn't seen the trailer until right before we filmed this.
Not at all.
And so as you were watching it, I was like, oh man, I should have filmed this. You're great at reactions.
Well, it's just, Marvel has just a great ability of making you care about characters you might not know about.
Exactly. Taking these obscure characters and this cosmic weird stuff and making it relatable and normal.
Oh, absolutely.
They're great at that. If you want to check out some of my other Marvel content, I got a playlist right over there with some of my best and most up-to-date rankings of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, as well as you can check out my reaction to the Captain Marvel trailer. Thank you so much for watching, and keep talking movies too much.